Wait a minute. It didn't even, oh, you know what? I got to redo this. Oh, man. Wait a minute here. Um, I don't know if that fixed it on the screen or not. You know what? Well, that's a drag. What is this? I forgot to turn my phone sideways when I went on. Oh, I see. So it looks like this is going to be how the video is. Anyway, y'all bear with me. I'm going to drive to one of my little peaceful spots and go from there. I got oh, about 50 minutes before I have to be back where I'm at right now. And I do apologize for the screen the way it is. Uh, yeah, that kind of got messed up, but I don't understand what's going on with it. It wouldn't let me do anything different. So, yeah. Get my seatbelt on so I can pull back out of here. This is different because I did something here. Like, I guess I can add a guest. So I'm kind of experimenting here at the same time. Uh, seeing seeing the different options that I have, new features and stuff. So, but yeah. Anyway, just see what happens. Support both those supportive and those that are not. Even the ones that are not supportive and hateful. You know what? Ultimately, you're still family, even if we have to, even if I have to keep my distance, so to speak, because blood family, they don't always get along. In fact, a lot of times they don't get along. They fight and bicker and argue, but in the end picture, no, they're still considered family. We're all family. Whether we want to choose to accept that or not, whether we want to choose to love or to hate, we're all still ultimately family. For me, I choose and prefer to be of the loving side of the family instead of the hateful, bitter, revengeful side of the family. I'm not going to do that. Just not going to do that. I will stand up for what's right, and like James and John, I think it was, they were called, Jesus nicknamed them uh, sons of thunder, and I guess to reckon that's about what I am. I guess Jesus would give me that same nickname more than likely, a son of thunder, because just like uh, just like those sons of thunder, they wouldn't they wouldn't take no they wouldn't take no garbage from nobody. You know, they wouldn't take it down. They wouldn't just take it with their hands on their under their butt, you know, so to speak. Yeah, they'd forgive and whatnot. Yeah, they'd turn the other cheek. But I tell you what, Jesus only told us to turn that cheek one time. He didn't tell us to keep turning that cheek. I mean, tell you, I ain't going to keep turning that cheek. You can love me or you can hate me for it. You could choose to find an excuse for it or not. That's your choice ultimately. I took that scripture about turning the other cheek out of context way far too long by turning the other cheek and continuing to turn it, continuing to turn it, continuing to turn it. You know, ain't no different than when the good Lord teaches us in the Bible that there is no good acceptable reason for divorce save for the reasons of adultery. You know, people misunderstand that scripture as well, and they think that just because you're not allowed to get divorced except for reasons of adultery, that you have to remain living under the same household, under the same roof with the spouse that you cannot get along with. No, the Bible never tells us to continue living in the same household. It tells us that we're not to get a divorce. No, if we need to separate for a time being in order to repair and work on a relationship, that's perfectly acceptable. And I imagine that God would want us to do that so that we could get peace back in our household. But we're not to give up on one another. And that is in the same aspect as, we make the same mistake about turning the other cheek. You know, in a marriage, you turn your other cheek, but you don't keep turning it. A woman's not going to just keep turning her cheek to a man and letting him beat up all over her. That's not going to happen. I mean, in some cases it does, where, the woman is extremely scared, and vice versa. Sometimes the man lets the woman beat up all over him, literally, and verbally, physically and verbally. Both sexes do the same thing, depending on the personality of the particular person. No, we're not supposed to be a punching bag for people. That's not what God taught us to do or be. He didn't teach us to be a punching bag. No, He taught us to turn the other cheek. And then past that, to make sure that everything we do is in love, and that we do not repay evil for evil, but that we repay evil with good. We bless those that curse us and spitefully use us, and pray for them. And when they're bringing harm to us, we are to walk away and try to work on the relationship from a distance. And in concerns to the other channel that wants to continue to criticize this ministry and criticize me and criticize my parenting skills or whatever, that's on you. But just like a son of thunder, I'm not going to turn my other cheek. I'm not going to keep doing it. So you can call what I'm doing retribution all you want, but just because you call it that doesn't make it true. No, this isn't retribution. No, this is standing up and not allowing myself and not allowing this ministry to continue getting slapped up the side of the face time after time after time. That's not going to happen. You're not going to keep beating up on me, beating up on this ministry, beating up on my son, beating up on those around me, and expect me to just sit there and take it. No, that's not what the Bible teaches us. Men, women in a marital relationship, let me encourage you that if you got a spouse that is abusive, beating up on you, mistreating you, yes, turn the other cheek the first time. Love them, forgive them. Past that, no, get out. Don't file for divorce. That's not what the Bible teaches us. No, you take your separation. You get another house, an apartment, whatever, go live with somebody, whatever you got to do to get out, to separate. But when you do it, make sure you do it in love. Make sure that you're not cursing your spouse out as you're walking out the door. Just something along the lines of, darling, I love you, but I can't do this no more. I'm not giving up on us. I'm not divorcing you, but I can't do this no more. Now, if they choose during that time of separation to go out and commit adultery, okay, that's on them. Now you have grounds for divorce. But unless they choose to go out and commit adultery, no matter what, you do not have grounds for divorce. So, y'all bear with me here a minute. Get parked. Uh, then, I think what I'll do, I really, really hope, I don't know how this is going to play out. I tell y'all what, let's see here. I really messed this up on the, doing this split screen and whatnot. So I'm going to start a new video, and do it right this time. So stay tuned.